Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and today I'm going to be making my video on my dieting and my fitness journey and kind of what I've done since January from the start. I only have a quick amount of time to be able to do this because I have a busy schedule today. I'm getting ready for the Arnold. I am working 12-hour shifts so I can be gone for 4 days. So we're gonna make this video happen because I haven't put a video up in like 2 weeks, and yeah, I just want to put some content out there. And also I just want to update you guys because it is the halfway point of my 250K challenge, and so far I have lost 12.5 pounds. Hallelujah. And it's the most successful that I have ever been. I don't want to say in 6 weeks, but it's the most successful I've ever been with steady, consistent progress in any of my cutting phases of my 2, 3, 4 years that I have been into fitness. I think I've been into fitness for probably about 2 serious years, and sure, I've cut weight, I've been able to diet and lose fat, but I've always hit a wall, hit a plateau, and just got to a point where it was just unhealthy, and to lose more body fat I would have just had to get to unhealthy levels. So now that I have so much different knowledge from the experiences that I have done from trying to diet down, lose fat, you know, all the different things that you do when you, I don't want to say fail, but pretty much when you fail, you learn from your mistakes. So I've learned from so many different mistakes of things that I've done, from cutting calories too fast, adding cardio in too fast, not eating enough, just not training the way my body needs to train to transform the way I want it to. All the different diets that I have done, there's a lot of things that I have experienced, and so far I have found what is working best for me and my personal body and how my body works, and so I want to share with you guys what that is. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I started off January 1st at the heaviest that I've ever weighed, which was 147.6. The most I think I've weighed, which was last year when I got back from the Arnold to start summer shredding, was possibly 143, 144. I'll find the number and I'll go ahead and put that physique update on the screen so you guys can see where I was at last year. And then I also will show you where I ended. So I'll do like a side-by-side comparison so you guys can see that on the screen probably right now. But that is where I started summer shredding, which was after the Arnold, March 5th or 6th or something like that. And then it was 3 months later in June, right before I decided to, or right before me and my boyfriend went on vacation to Colorado, and I got to a point where I just couldn't go any further. I was doing cardio 7 days a week, about an hour. I was lifting. It just, that's as far as I could go. And now I needed to go into a calorie surplus so I could start putting more body fat in, get my metabolic rate up to a healthy level, and just get healthy. After that happened, I think that's really what triggered my digestion issues that I dealt with for the rest of the year, and that's just kind of what put me into a spiral to gain weight. I got down to I think 130, so I gained back about almost 18 pounds. I couldn't figure out what was wrong. I had hormonal issues. I got diagnosed with mild depression. I just could not figure out, you know, how to cut this weight. I couldn't figure out why my digestion every night was going to be bloated and like 9 months pregnant. I couldn't figure any of that out. I tried so many different things and nothing was working for me. So I kind of just ate intuitively, tried to figure it out. So then January 1st, I was like, all right, it's time to change something, time to figure something out, because I can't take this anymore. I don't even feel human. I never had days where I felt great and energized and was like, whoa, today's a good day. I questioned would I ever feel that way again. I went to the doctor, but they were kind of not really giving me the right path to go on to give me the right answers. So I decided to go with the elimination diet, which most doctors will prescribe people. And it's pretty much you mainly just eat minimal fruits, you eat mainly vegetables and meats. You don't eat a lot of acidic stuff, no gluten, no dairy, no soy, no artificial colors, sweeteners, everything. I did that for about 2 weeks, and after the first 3 days I instantly felt better, and it was the most life-changing thing that I had done so far, because after feeling like crap for months and months and gaining weight, and you feel good finally, that is a eye-opener for sure. So after that, I decided when I did it for 2 weeks, I was like, I started remembering paleo, and I did paleo before. And paleo, you just take away gluten and dairy, and of course you eat mainly or you eat all natural, and paleo has more restrictions of like rice and quinoa and grains and different stuff. But I slowly introduced different things and found out that I wasn't going to have to go completely paleo, and I didn't want to restrict my life that much. So I decided to just eat the foods that made me feel good and I didn't have any issues with. So I ate, proteins. I ate lots of plant-based. My protein powder is plant-based now. I don't eat gluten or dairy. Soy is to a minimum. Rice I can have, and quinoa, like those things are perfectly fine for me. So in the beginning it was pretty strict, and then I slowly got less and less strict, got more lenient, because I found out not all of those things gave me digestive issues, so why restrict them if they still make me feel good? So I guess I can put on the screen my weight slowly going down, and of course it didn't continuously go down. It went up plenty of times. I still had digestion flare-ups, and it was up and down a lot. But this is kind of how it went on over time to, of course, you'll see the last number is going to be 135.3 was my newest and lowest weigh-in so far. I did that 2 days ago, and I was super ecstatic. Last week though, I was up for a whole week, 3 pounds, and I knew it wasn't fat, so I just knew I was having a digestion flare. My gut was very, very inflamed, and it was just a hot mess, and it's probably just stress and maybe something I ate, who knows. The body is a very complex creature and the way it works, so I know that my digestion is not going to be perfect. It's my second brain. It's going to have issues, like whatever, do your thing. I'm just going to try and treat you with goods that make you happy. And so that's my diet pretty much. I eat whole nutritious foods. I eat proteins. I will dabble in different foods to see, do they make me feel good? Do I have issues? So I just eat what makes my body feel good, what energizes me, and just makes my body thrive. Now, I will say that, of course, I'm not going to live my life completely gluten and dairy free. If I want to, for Valentine's Day, I was able to have a small piece of bread with a little bit of butter, kind of treat myself, and I didn't really have any issues from that. So I am not deadly or dire intolerant to these things or allergic to these things. I just have digestive issues, and so I try to stay away from them because I don't want to have bloated stomach all the time. If you've experienced bloating, you know it's terrible. So that's pretty much my diet. I've slowly cut down calories, and I am kind of doing carb cycling, but not really. I'm just adding in 2 days where I eat higher calories. I am adding in extra carbohydrates to give my body more energy and kind of have like a little stress reliever, or relieve some stress and cortisol to just get my hormones kind of balancing out, as much as 2 days can in a week. And that's kind of the complex carb cycling that I'm doing. So I just do that just to give my body and my brain and something to look forward to in the week. I've only had, I think, 1 real cheat meal and 2 refeeds so far in 6 weeks. And what else? Yeah, so I'm gonna be going to the Arnold. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today's Tuesday, February 27th, so I have tomorrow, but I've been grinding out 12-hour shifts. I've been prepping all my meals. I've been eating pretty low carb because when I'm at the Arnold, I'm going to be moving a lot. I'm going to be exercising. I'm going to be going to Katie's gym a couple of times. I'm going to be working out with Sarah and Josh Bomar. And I just realized I say a lot, so I'm going to put that in the beginning saying, I'm sorry I say a lot because I'm trying to think and go really fast because your girl's got to get ready for work. But sorry about that, and it'll take too long to cut it out. But I love you guys, so I hope you guys still are enjoying all of this. But I'm gonna be very active, gonna be moving a lot. There's gonna be a lot going on, so I'm gonna up my calories and give my body more carbohydrates. And then I will have on Saturday a night out to have a refeed. So yeah, I'm getting all my cycling classes in, and I guess that will dive into nutrition. I'm gonna have to get my food out of the oven because it just beeped saying that there's a minute, but we'll wait till that time comes. So training, I last year did a lot of bodybuilding style, and I added in cardio when necessary, pretty much the treadmill. But now I have totally changed that up. My favorite cardio is cycling classes. I burn so much. I burn about 400 to 500 calories, and that really is helping me with getting my cardio in, because adding in cardio is necessary to keep your body in a calorie deficient when it starts adapting to whatever you're doing. So it's very fun, it's not boring, I kill it, I sweat, I love it so much. So I'm slowly adding in sessions as the weeks go on, just to make sure I don't hit plateaus, or when I do hit a plateau, I know I can add in another cycling class. So cycling is my cardio that I have chosen, that I love. Training wise, my training is now circuit training. So I still do strength based. I still try and do, I don't do bench as much, whatever. Let me look at that. So, oh, is it gonna fit? There we go. So my training is circuit training, and I do deadlifts and squats. I don't really focus on numbers, but I try and add in a like strength day here and there. But my main focus is just doing some strength-based exercises to make sure I'm getting my muscles sore. I'm targeting different muscle groups. Most of the time it'll be like a back and biceps, a shoulder and triceps. It'll be legs. It could be hamstrings and glutes with a little bit of quads. I do a lot of quads whenever I'm cycling, but I don't want to train quads too much because I don't want big meaty quads. So I try and just keep my quads mainly to just cycling whenever I'm doing my cardio, and it'll help lean those out instead of trying to build it and try. Mother of Lord, I need to make my smoothie. Instead of trying to build them, I will be able to lean them out and get them more toned. So I will go ahead, while I'm talking about my training, I'm going to put on the screen my physique update already, so you guys cannot see my face the whole time and you guys have something else to look at. So look at my physique update and you'll see how my diet and nutrition is really, really working for my body, and how it's just making my body thrive to see the most progress for fat loss and still keeping my energy levels up. But I just, most of the time I do 30, sometimes 20 minutes, depending on the day. So 20 to maybe an hour, depending on how I feel, energy, the vibe, like what I'm listening to. If I'm ready to go and I got time, or if I got more energy, I'm gonna keep working out. So most of the time I try and burn between 200 to 500 calories in those sessions. It just really all depends on how I feel, what my schedule is, whatever. So pretty much, I'll give you an example of a workout. Let's say I'm gonna do back and biceps. So sometimes I'll either go in and do deadlifts, and I'll do a lot of repetition and just get my cardio up that way, my heart rate up that way, and just do a lot of reps, but still keeping pretty heavy weight, 135 pounds, or maybe a little bit higher. And then I'll do that. Then I'll go over to the row machine. I love doing the row machine for my cardio-based exercise in my circuit training when I'm doing back and biceps. So I'll do something like, let's pick 4 exercises. I'll do the row machine. I'll do 25 reps as hard as possible. Then I will jump to bicep curls, where I'll hold it and then do one, about 8 to 10 reps. 8 to 10 reps, and then maybe I'll throw the dumbbells on the ground. I'll do touches in a plank position to hit my abs. I will do, what else? Bicep. Maybe I'll do plate curls and burn them out really, really good. And then I can do back wise. Maybe I'll go do some lat pull downs, or I'll do, because the row machine is right next to the cable, so I'll do cable pulls. I'll do that 4 times through, and then I can do another 3 to 4 exercise circuit and repeat it 3 to 4 times, once again, depending on how I feel, and I still keep that row machine in there. And I just try and target my lats, my back, like I just try and get really sore, and but also throw in maybe some abs here and there, and I just sweat. And now every time I go into the gym, my plan is to kill myself, literally. I want to die, I want to sweat, I want to feel drained when I leave. And then the endorphins kick in and I'm like, woo, I feel good, that was a good session. And that's just literally what's been my exercise, and it's making me thrive, makes me feel good, and I love it. Like, endorphins are going right now from my cycling class, and it's just amazing compared to what I was doing before. So that's what's working for me, circuit training and cycling, and I love it. So you guys saw the physique update. I love the progress. I'm so excited. It's only halfway through. Of course, I'm gonna have to keep grinding it out, and it's gonna get harder. I still have felt like the I've felt definitely the dieting effects right now. Like this week and a little bit of last week, I've started feeling the effects of dieting. I'm getting tired, I'm getting more sore. My workouts, I have to push a little harder, or I need to. I do also, to mention, I do fasted cycling and sometimes fasted training, but I'm not super strict on that. If I wake up and maybe I have a little bit of a headache, or I just really feel like I need something, then I definitely will eat a little small something with carbohydrates and small amount of fat and protein. So that's something that I'll add in, but majority of the time it's fasted, and I drink some BCAAs during that session as well. So yeah, that's kind of what my diet and exercise has been. It's working great. I'm excited. I'm thrilled. I can't wait to see what else is going to happen. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that I've done. I mean, abs I try and add them in. If I need like a quick session, I'll do like a 20-minute ab session with like some sprints or something in there. So yeah, I guess what 6 weeks, halfway through, pretty much what I'm going to be changing my macros. I think what I've been doing, not I think, but what I've been doing is higher fat, moderate carbohydrates, and protein, of course, just stays pretty consistent, but it's been not super high. It's been pretty moderate as well. And carbs actually are probably pretty low for most people, because my fiber is about, sometimes it's between 30 on a low day and 60 on a high day, which I'm trying not to stay at that high rate, because I noticed my cat, sorry guys, my digestion gets a little if I eat too much fiber. So if you take net carbs where fiber doesn't spike your insulin and replenish your glycogen, then I'm eating less than 100 all the time. But now, because you got to change it up because your body adapts, I think I'm going to start lowering the fat, upping my carbohydrates, upping my protein as well, because now that I'm dieting more and I am not eating as many calories, I want to make sure I'm going to maintain the muscle mass that I have built on my physique. So I'm going to up the protein a little bit more and up the carbohydrates, lower the fat, and do that for a couple of weeks. See how the scale works with that, see how my body works with that with physique updates. And I think that's going to be what I'm going to do. And I'm going to test that out for 2 weeks and see how I like it. And I'm going to do, I think, a refeed this week, a refeed next week. I think after 8 weeks, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 weeks out, I think I'm going to nix-a the refeeds, because I haven't really implemented them in, but I've been hearing how beneficial they really are. I don't want to grind so hard that I forget to add those in. You know, I want to make it sustainable. So far it's been sustainable and I've been having a good old time, but if I can add some refeeds to benefit my body and my physique and my hormone levels, then why not? So I'm probably going to have 3 more refeeds, untracked meals that I'm just going to go out, eat mindfully, pick stuff that I know is going to still make me feel good and feel healthy and not give me digestive issues, stop when I'm full, and don't eat until I'm sick. And then 4 weeks out, we'll see where I lie. So I'm so excited, you guys. The next videos you guys are definitely going to see is going to be my Arnold vlogs. So I might have 1, 2, 3, 4. I might have 2. I might have a bajillion. I don't know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a long one, but if you really wanted to know about my diet and exercise, then I hope you watched it all the way through. I need to go get ready for work because I'm notorious for procrastinating and doing too many things at one time and not giving myself enough time. So I'm gonna go, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the Arnold videos. Subscribe to my channel because I have Arnold videos coming and we're halfway through, so you guys get to see how my physique's gonna change with what I told you and continuously staying consistent on my diet, my meal plan. I'm gonna give you guys my tips and tricks on how I'm gonna stay on track at the Arnold, what different snacks I'm gonna have, what different things I'm gonna pack. So I might have a packing and snack video on how I'm planning on staying on track during the Arnold, and then I'll get into the Arnold vlogs. But just stay tuned because this is not the end for me. I'm so excited to see how my body is gonna continuously change and transform, and I will have to see you guys in the next video. But don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you guys when I'm at the Arnold. Bye.